Invasion missions are when two of the three main factions duke it out in a limited time arena, and they ask for your support in making that happen. It is different to crossfire missions in that a formerly opposed faction will be your ally, for this mission only. So let's have a look at what these missions are, and why you should care about them. I'm the Engineer, let's solve a practical problem. Invasions come in three distinct types. That's Grineer versus Corpus, the Grineer or Corpus versus the Infested, and then a Forward Assassination. Grineer versus Corpus missions are a tug-of-war invasion, where one faction is attacking another on a specific planet or moon. Players contribute to the tug-of-war by choosing a side and doing missions for them. The invasion only completes once this tug-of-war concludes in a winner. If the winner is the defender, no other change takes place. If however the winner is the attacker, the faction controlling that planet or moon changes for 24 hours. So for example, if the Grineer successfully attacked Jupiter, you'll encounter Grineer in normal Jupiter missions for the next day. This then reverts back on its own. In Faction vs Infested, the same types of missions are available, but that is against the Infested, and the invasion is more of a grind rather than a tug of war. These tend to close faster, as everyone is forced to fight for a single side against the Infested. The Infested cannot win this, they are just a hurdle to be overcome. Finally, Forward Assassinations sees you pitted only against Forward, a sort of boss infested creature, and any infested you choose to clear along the way of course. Like the Faction vs Infested, this one closes somewhat quickly, as the players are all on one side, grinding the invasion down. Invasions spawn on specific planets or moons, and then that creates one or more nodes to fight over. These nodes are somewhat independent, even on the same planet, right down to their rewards being independently generated and awarded. I've seen as many as 8 active invasion nodes on one planet at once before now. These invasion missions are 10 levels above that of the node's normal level, so you will need a slight step up in gear than you're used to on that planet. But it's no sweat at all to anyone capable of clearing the entire star chart normally. All invasion missions are limited in extent, including normally endless missions. So interception is just 1 round, survival is 5 minutes, defense is 5 waves, and spy missions only have a single vault. For extermination, capture, sabotage and rescue, those missions act pretty much like normal, although rescue missions will have the execution timer start when you approach the holding area, similar to a sortie. Every other mission type is not eligible for invasions, so you won't see excavation or defection for example. The mission on a node for all but Forward changes every 15 minutes, and it isn't limited by tileset or node. Opposing missions in Grineer vs Corpus are also not connected in their type, but they do change at the same time. So at one point you could have exterminate for both mission types, but 15 minutes later it could be survival for Grineer and spy for Corpus. In this way, you can wait for the mission type you want, but do be aware that the invasion can close in the meantime, and the 15-minute rotation means it can be difficult to get all 3 missions on the same type for slower missions like survival. But why would you even want to do this? Well, for each invasion there is a specific reward tied to each node. Upon doing 3 missions for one side, you become eligible for the specific reward once that node's invasion is resolved. This can mean for more contested nodes that payouts can take some time, but virtually any reward will be received within a day, usually within hours. Doing additional missions only affects the tug of war for the node, you don't get any extra payout. Ordinary rewards for these missions are then, for the Corpus, 3 Fieldron, some parts for the Dera Vandal, or some parts for the Cybertron Vandal. For the Grineer, it's either 3 Detonite Injectors, or parts for the Carrack Wraith, Lateron Wraith, Strun Wraith, Twin Vipers Wraith, or Sheev. And when it's an infested mission, you can either get 1 or 2 mutagen masses, or a Mutalis Alad V nav coordinate. The Fieldron, Detonite Injectors and Mutagen Mass are all used to construct various faction-themed weapons picked up from the Clan Dojo. These can be obtained in other ways and places, but these invasions are an easy, free way of obtaining them, and a refreshing step away from any active grinds you've got going on. Far more uncommonly, rewards on offer can also be a blueprint for one of a former, a Nexus adapter, be that for Warframe or a weapon, an orokin catalyst, or an orokin reactor. Due to the value of these rarer invasion rewards, these invasions can close very quickly, and you receive no warning of the rewards other than by checking on the invasions tab. To this end, you may want to use a Discord bot or other service to help keep track and be alerted. If you do invasions enough, you will be rewarded with being hunted. This is either by the Tanuka Hunter or the Grustrag 3. It's quite similar to getting the Stalker on you after an assassination, which by the way will also happen when you kill Forward. So just be aware of that the next time you go into mission with underleveled gear, for they will come. They can sense your lack of gear. They know when you're at your weakest, or at least it certainly feels like it. Completing invasion missions for the Grineer or for the Corpus will also, as a community, contribute towards the production of either the Grineer's Balor for Morion, or for the Corpus, the Razorbacks. Those are somewhat distinct from the invasion system itself, but they're tied into it, so worth a mention, but I'll probably cover that another time. And that really wraps up that. You now know what an invasion mission is, where you can find them, and why you should even care in the first place. Pick up some weapons, some rare resources, or even limited items like orokin catalysts. All this while starkly aware of the fact that you are nothing more than a mercenary looking for your next payout. Now if you found this video helpful, grab the link and share it, be it to your Discord, your brother on Facebook, a Twitter post, just pop it out there because if it helped you, it'll probably help someone else too. And to be truthful, that helps me too. And if you want to see more shenanigans, drop a follow over at Twitch under The Kengineer. For now though, take sides, get paid, and fight well, Tenno. Let's see. So we got Jupiter, we've got Sedna, we've got Mars, lots of Mars, we've got... Wait. We've got... Come on. No. Come on. There we... No. Wait, hang on. Wait. No. Come on. DE, please. Come on. Fix this, please!